doing a YouTube video game, guys.
S.C. Johnson.
2 years ago, when I was 10 years old, I had the worst moment of my life. My mom and her friends were upstairs, and I was down there sleeping on the couch, but suddenly, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I wake up with a bunch of flashlights in my face, and I woke up, and the SWAT team was in my house. I was very confused and scared. Then I saw my mom in handcuffs and her friends being put in the police car. So I was able to talk to my mom a little bit. Later, we started crying. We both started crying. About 8 hours of the cops searching the house, locking my dog up in the bathroom. Tearing up my room. Where are we going? That's the point where they found drugs. I don't know what kind. They found drugs in my mom's bed.
Where is Volume?
So the cops confirmed the search or whatever. And the last sight I seen, my mom was being dragged away from me by the cops.
Oh, you can use those.
I started staying with my grandma's, and I went to my
Guys, you
parents,
can search on YouTube.
Getting moved 60
Unless you
miles
don't use the
away from my hometown.
baddest word. The F word, guys.
But there has to be the
I will go. That was
traumatizing,
just
saddest, scariest moments in my life.
Oh my god, we totally jumped off the cliff and had to swim all the way ashore because the dog chased us all the way again.
When I was in grade 8, I had a best friend named Chloe. We hung out on the swings at recess, we sat together at lunch and traded sandwiches from time to time, and we always took the same bus home after school. We were like 2 peas in a pod, rarely separated. Well, that soon changed when Chloe got a boyfriend halfway through the year. He was a boy named Tom that was known as one of the school's biggest bullies. Everyone was extremely intimidated by him and tried to stay on his good side. Once I had seen him throw a kid's backpack over the roof of the school for no reason. He just seemed to take pleasure in ruining people's days. So when Chloe asked me to sit with him and his friends at lunch every day, I couldn't say no. I didn't want to lose her as a friend, and I didn't want to upset him. So I pretended to support their relationship, even though I knew Tom was a bad guy. Well, one day a new girl named Jenna was introduced to our class. She looked very shy and nervous and had no one to sit with at lunch, so she sat by herself. I timidly asked Tom and his friends if I could invite her to sit with us, and they instantly started laughing, as if I had told them a hilarious joke. Tom then picked up a couple chips from his lunch and threw them over at her table where she was quietly reading a book. She looked startled but didn't try to stand up for herself. I remember feeling so bad for her in that moment, but I didn't have the courage to say anything.
Bring me my small phone off my
For the next
feet.
week, Tom and his friends would bother her during lunchtime. They would roll up pieces of paper to throw in her hair and would constantly call her the weird loner girl. I was so shocked that Chloe was allowing her boyfriend to treat another human being this way. And I started feeling really embarrassed that I was sitting with these horrible bullies. Because by not standing up for Jenna, I looked like one too. So the next day I finally decided to make a change, even if I knew it would impact me negatively. So instead of sitting with Chloe and Tom, I went and sat beside Jenna. She looked really happy to finally have someone to keep her company. But right away, I noticed that Tom and his friends were giving me dirty looks and whispering to each other. And it didn't take long for them to start treating me the way they did her. Crumpled paper was thrown at me, and I was beginning to be called Weird Girl Number 2. But all I could think was, at least Jenna isn't going through this alone. I finally decided that this was enough and took Jenna with me to see the principal. We tried the best we could to tell her what was happening, but she told us that if there was no proof of bullying, she couldn't do anything. Whenever a teacher was around, Tom would act normal, and the minute she left the room for a few minutes, he would continue harassing us. It was a very difficult time, but every time Jenna would tell me how thankful she was for my friendship, it was so worth it. So one day I heard that there was a hate page online about Jenna that was started by Tom and his friends. It had an unbelievable amount of likes and follows on it. They would take pictures of her and post them with terrible captions. They would quote things that she said and gossip about some of the things she did during the day. And as unfortunate and sick as it was finally the proof we needed to give to the principal. The police actually ended up getting involved, and Jenna was never picked on again after that. I'm very proud of myself for stepping out of my comfort zone to stand up for her, because if I didn't, I'm not sure if she would have had the confidence to do it herself. Some people need that extra push from someone else that is willing to support them. So if you ever see someone being bullied, don't just be a
What you
bystander,
saying?
do something about it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Actions can greatly change someone's life for the better.
Hey.